This is Gotta Talk About It, and you're listening to the fellas.
Ray?
Yeah, what's up?
What is this you're playing?
Oh, some kind of like, you know.
This is not exactly fitting for the... Cut the music. Cut the music. Find something else.
All right. Here we go.
We're supposed to do this before we start recording, man.
I know.
What the fuck's going on?
I know. I think this was better.
All right. Are you fucking shitting me? You know what movie we're reviewing, right?
Yeah,
The one about the crazy dude trying to kill some chick in his car, the road rage thing?
That's kind of like everybody in everyday life. Okay,
Is this how you feel driving home from work? Is this what's going through your head?
If the guy was playing this kind of music, we wouldn't have this movie to begin with.
You see, man, this is why I'm in talks with that guy from the other podcast.
Yeah.
I'm this close to walking away from this shit.
Okay,
man.
okay.
You're fucking unprofessional.
All right.
Okay, that'll work. I think that'll work.
Yeah, this is better.
It sounds like you're about to run somebody over with a car.
Move, bitch. Get out the way.
Hey, don't say the lyrics. We'll get copyright struck.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's good. So, hey everybody, you're back with the fellas. I know it's been a long hiatus, but contrary to popular belief, I got other shit to do. So, it's your boy, Ray and Ant.
Yeah.
Oh God, how do I put up? All right, you know he's sitting here with his greased up tan because you know we're in South Florida. It's sunny all the time.
I want to cook outside.
He's sitting here looking like Dwayne Johnson, just all greased up, arching one eyebrow.
Yeah, just deflated though. Deflated.
God, I fucking hate you so much. But so today we actually watched what the hell's the name of this movie? Unhinged.
Yes.
Unhinged. I will say it's kind of setting a bad precedent for certain things, and I'll explain what I mean. You know what? First of all, let's get into this. Ray, do you know what the term black-pilled means?
Kind of. You can enlighten me.
All right. Black-pilled means, see, when you're blue-pilled, that means you just go along with everything. You accept everything at face value. Red pill means you understand the unwritten rules. Yes, things are said to be a certain way at face value, but certain things you know are bullshit because even though they're at face value, people just don't actually think like that.
Okay.
Black pilled is where you go for the conspiracy shit. When you think black pilled, think Alex Jones.
Okay.
They're putting shit in the water to turn the frogs gay. Now, just because everything seems like a paranoid conspiracy theory doesn't mean it's not true. One of the most common things in black pilled society is that there's this narrative to kind of undercut the value of white people. How many recently, I mean like the last 5 years, when's the last time you saw a protagonist, not protagonist, I'm sorry, the villain, the bad guy, when's the last time you can remember he wasn't white? It's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the heart of the Sudan or Africa, and it's like, oh, all of our kids are being raped and dragged off to be part of a child army and whatnot, and it just so happens the leader who's ordering this of this African militia group is some white guy with a British accent. Back in the day, you'd be like, well, this is just fucking stupid. That doesn't make any fucking sense. But these days, you don't question it. Now, the movie ends up being shit, and you can't put your finger on why it's shit because it's following the rules, it's obeying the guidelines, but it's shit. It's shit because it's fundamentally unrealistic and unbelievable because you're taking a very clean westernized white dude and making him the leader of some South African junta. It doesn't make any fucking sense, but they're doing this because you can't have people in color be the bad guy anymore.
Why is that? I mean,
well, you know where it is. We're talking black pilled. You know why that is, but it goes beyond that. Okay, he's gonna be white, but we have to appreciate our white allies because not all white people are bad. It's just the white people who don't think right. It's just the white people who live in flyover country and vote for certain candidates. They're the villains. You know, me being a movie exec in Hollywood, I'm going to assume that this is what they like. And you start to kind of see that, and I'll explain why. So this movie Unhinged, it's about a road rage incident that goes way out of hand.
Yeah.
And it happens in in L.A. The bad guy in this is Russell Crowe.
Yeah, he's having a bad day. I mean, he's a bad guy anyways. He likes to fight people in public.
Yeah, that's what I like about him, because it seems like he's just done with the bullshit. But here's the thing. It's Russell Crowe with what's got to be the most offensive Southern accent I've ever heard.
Yeah, he's trying way
that
too
Southern
hard.
accent is awful.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Awful. And then your cognitive self wouldn't say, why would someone with a deep Southern accent like that be in LA? You know, your cognitive part isn't going to ask that question, but your subconscious is going to say that.
Yeah.
And your subconscious is eventually going to be like, yeah, this is bullshit. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean...
Because they couldn't have just Russell Crowe being some guy.
Yeah.
We had to make sure they understood.
He had that Southern drawl.
He's a redneck.
Oh.
In enlightened California, there are no assholes in LA and Hollywood.
Yeah.
We're the good people.
Yeah.
This is one of those motherfuckers from Alabama
Yeah,
who is in LA for some fucking reason.
I mean, in the beginning of the movie, he kind of like, murders his ex-wife and his ex-wife boyfriend. And he
that's
just goes
another
off
problem, because you see right off that he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
And here's the second part of my complaint. They don't want you to sympathize with him. And I've seen this happen a lot. My best example is always, the Joker movie. Why do people hate the Joker movie so much? Oh, he's a fucking incel and this and that, whatever. And I'm like, okay, so what's the problem with that? He's the villain. Why are you upset? They were upset because they saw the reviewers saw the movie and they're like, yeah, I could sympathize with this guy. And the last thing they want to do is sympathize with a heterosexual loner white male. They don't want the average person to do that. This is all some deep black pill shit. That's why they were so upset about the movie. And that's why this, unlike one of my favorite movies of all time, Falling Down.
Yeah, I thought this was like Falling Down.
I thought it was going to be like Falling Down, but it wasn't. Unlike in Falling Down, Michael Douglas, is he the bad guy? Yes, but I sympathize with him all day long. I want him to be stopped.
Yeah.
But I completely sympathize with, more than sympathize, I empathize. That's a different word.
Yeah.
I empathize with Michael Douglas's character in Falling Down. Shit. Who hasn't thought about going to the McDonald's and fucking losing their shit, or beating up the gang of Vatos with a fucking baseball bat? You thought about it.
And a Nazi guy.
Well, the whole thing with the Nazi guy, see, that was just making you empathize with him even more. Because the Nazi guy's like, yeah, clearly you're a racist white man because you're doing all this and that. And like, what? No, man, fuck you, you piece of shit. I'm nothing like you. I don't like you. And it's like, yeah, that's right. I don't like you either, motherfucker. I'm just an American and I'm fucking tired. All of that was making you empathize. All of that was showing him as a sympathetic character. You can't have that now. They refuse, in this movie, absolutely refused to have Russell Crowe look sympathetic in any way. And that was kind of killing it for me because I didn't feel invested.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I'm being tugged in two different directions. It really, at the end of the day, just seemed kind of like bullshit. But here's the idea. Russell Crowe is an unhinged madman. Why is he a madman? We don't know. They don't even tell you. They show you in the beginning of the movie, he kills like his ex-wife and her boyfriend or whatever, but they don't in any way show you what got him to that point because they don't want you to feel sorry for him. They don't want you to identify with him because hashtag white man bad. No, I'm sorry. Hashtag Southern cis white man bad.
Yeah.
So they don't want you empathizing with him at all. So then you've got the main female protagonist played by Karen Pistoire.
Which looks like a bootleg version of Kate Winslet.
Thank you. I wasn't going to say it. I'm too much of a gentleman, but you said it. Bootleg Kate Winslet.
Yeah,
which I think is what they were going for anyway.
It looks like they tried to get Kate Winslet, but they couldn't. The age range would look a little bit more...
Well, it's Russell Crowe that's gonna get asses in seats at the end of the day, so who the fuck cares?
I mean, this chick is pretty hot, though.
That's all this fucking dime a dozen, man. I don't know if you've looked at the sexual stock market, but attractive women, the value is at an all-time low. You can get them for pennies on a dollar, so... Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hollywood. What are you gonna do, baby? But she is framed as having the whole world on her shoulders, and she's just such a good person. She's a single mom, of course.
She's always late, though.
Yeah, well, it's because she's got so much stress. So many things are surrounded upon her. But even with all that stress, you don't see her like snapping at her son or smacking him or some shit.
Yeah.
Like that movie, The Farmhouse.
Yeah.
You see the mom, she's a good mom, or good-ish, but she's got stress, man.
she's got stress.
She's snapping at her kid or whatever.
And she's snapping at her no-show husband.
Mm-hmm. You're talking about in this movie.
Yes.
Yeah, the husband's like, fuck this bra, whatever, and she's living, like, her little brother staying with her, so she's taking care of him as well, and he's there with his girlfriend, so she's taking care of all of them. She's barely keeping it together. She's a freelance hairstylist, and she's on the verge of getting fired, and she's got to get her son to school. It's just so much pressure, but she can do it. You know why?
Why?
She's a strong woman.
She's strong inside.
Usually, a single-parent household, especially if the single parent is a woman with this sort of pressure, they usually end up being horribly, horribly abusive mothers, but not her.
Yeah.
She's just wonderful and kind and this and that. I mean, there's a time where she's like, when the crazy guy comes up next to him, and the crazy guy is telling her son, to roll down the window, and he rolls down the window, and the guy starts yelling and says, Mom, this guy is scary. My mom wasn't even single. My mom would have reached back and slapped the shit out of me, like, what the fuck you rolling down my windows for? Roll that fucking window up. Oh, it's not working, Mom. Now she's gonna undo the seatbelt and reach back and really beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
That's not a single mom. That's my mom who just had a stressful day. But this one is so understanding and kind and this and that. It's kind of like just too much sugar in the mouth. It's very, very fucking annoying.
And the guy kind of misses the light.
Oh yeah, what happens is Russell Crowe's character being distraught,
which pissed me off though.
He's distraught about the double homicide he just committed, so he's waiting too long, and she slams her thing on the horn. Now the whole thing is, in falling down, you saw the guy being besieged in a way that was pushing him too far, but in this, it's kind of, yes, Russell Crowe's character is at fault for sitting at the light, so she leans on her horn. No, she didn't honk it just once.
She honked it twice.
She honked it like 5 fucking times, leaning on it to get the guy to move, and he eventually moves to the point where he still didn't move, so she drove around.
Yeah, she drove around, honked on it, and then waved him the finger.
Yeah, because he was just sitting at the fucking light. So he's clearly at fault, and that's very important. It's very important that they establish that he's clearly at fault. So he drives up and he complains that the woman shouldn't have leaned on her horn.
He should have just gave it a courtesy
tap.
time.
Excuse me, ma'am. I noticed I was late at the light back there, but what we usually like to do is we usually like to give a little tap on the horn like this. Boop, boop. You see, like that little tap on the horn. Boop, boop. But it's okay. I apologize for my transgressions, and you can apologize to me, and we can leave as friends.
Yes.
The woman's like, man, fuck off. She drives. It's not even that much of an insult. So it's like, no, man, fuck off.
Yeah.
And she drives off, and then that begins his southern drawl fueled rampage.
Yeah, it's for the viewer to know that he's against women.
Oh yeah, that too. As all southern men are.
Yeah.
All we do between getting drunk is just
beating our women.
Really, just beating our women bloody. I mean, I'm getting hard just thinking about it. I want to beat a woman right now because we're south of the Mason-Dixie. So technically, we're Southerners, and we're from Florida. Florida, man. I want to beat a woman and fuck an alligator. We do that shit down here.
There's
normal.
nothing that we can't do that can't be discovered.
Absolutely. And then what happens after that becomes an absolute deluge of incompetence. I mean, the shit this guy is able to do, he basically goes through the city on a murderous rampage. And no one fucking notices. It's not about, call the cops to stop this guy. Nobody even fucking notices. I've never been to LA. I don't know. It might fucking be like this.
Yeah.
Like she goes to the fucking store, but she leaves her phone in the car, so he follows her to the gas station.
He goes in her car.
Gets her phone. For some reason, the phone is unlocked. I think they brought that up, which is ridiculous, because the first thing you want to do
is grab your phone.
No, not that. The first thing you do when you get your fucking phone is lock it.
Yeah.
Who the fuck leaves their phone unlocked? I live with no one, and my phone is fucking locked.
First of all, I'm going to the gas station. I take my fucking phone.
That too.
What city? I mean, where does she think she live? In fucking Utah?
Not just that.
She lives in L.A. where they would smash and grab your phone if your phone's in the fucking car.
Here's another piece. Well, L.A. is a utopia in this movie. L.A. is a place where people don't do violence. They don't know what to do when someone's following you.
And also,
she goes, get this right. She goes into the gas station. Hey, there's a guy following me. He's in that car right now. And then the gas station attendant and the random LA dude looks like a friend of ours who will remain nameless. Immediately like, well, you're a white woman who we've never seen before, and coming in here for a guy doing a pack of smokes and get out of here. This woman behind the counter is only paid minimum wage, which is officially not enough to give a fuck about your problems. But both of us are going to take care of your problems.
Well, he's trying to hit that. He's trying to hit
no,
that.
But
Because she's attractive.
Dude, no, she's a 5 at best, Ray. Come on, let's be honest.
Come on,
that's because of the lack of makeup. They're doing it at purpose. She's supposed to be a 5. I ain't gonna go and fuck with some random dude outside.
No, I ain't gonna fight. I ain't gonna fight nobody.
Yeah, he's gonna go out there. Yo, you need to fucking go. You this and that, whatever. The chick in the gas station. Oh, I can call the police for you. It's like, no, man. You walk into a You walk into a gas station down here. Hey, I think the guy in that car behind me is following me because I ran past him at a stoplight about 5 miles back. I've got no proof, but I'm sure he's coming after me. What the fuck is that gas station going? Sir, I cannot do anything about that. You have to go. That's what I would get down here.
They just
get
don't
the
want no
fuck
problem.
out. And some random dude's like, don't bother me with this shit. And then he runs the fucking dude over.
Yeah, which is fucking ridiculous.
Trying to stop him. I mean, because they want you to understand he's crazy. They don't want you to like him. That's the whole point. And that just seemed like such a waste between that and the other incompetence.
Hey, man, hold on, man.
All people involved. All people involved. So he just ran this guy over.
Oh!
Fuck! Guy got hit by 2 fucking cars. I'm sorry. That was very unprofessional of us. I forgot that scene. I forgot he gets hit by not 1 but 2 cars. But here's my thing. After this happens, the gas station has security cameras.
Yeah.
You can find the plate. You can have an APV out on this type of vehicle. The plate. It never would have fucking gotten this way. Look at the heavy traffic.
Look at the heavy
LA.
traffic they got here. It's ridiculous.
No, but in heavy traffic like this, the cops still won't be able to find him.
Oh my goodness.
He's just too fast. Zip, zip, zipping all over the goddamn place. It's a fucking mess, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's an orgy of incompetence. At one point, she finds a cop. She's driving next to the cop, trying to honk the horn at his attention. Hey, this guy. And they're driving like 5 miles, right? With the cop just looking at her. Huh?
Yeah.
What? I don't get it. What are you trying to say? It's like someone drives up to a cop and starts waving at them and honking his horn. The cop pulls the fuck over.
Yeah.
The cop points at them like, yo, pull over. The cop is going to pull them over. This cop is sitting, huh? I don't know. I'm just a man. What could you possibly want me to do? And he gets fucking demolished by a truck. Because I guess the truck driver didn't see the cop. I don't. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, and then at one point in time, she calls one of her friends that's trying to hook up with her, but she doesn't know that this guy's trying to hook up with her.
Oh, her agent.
Yeah, her agent.
Her lawyer, who's in the friend zone. And here's the thing. It's always her lawyer or agent or whatever, and the agent, he calls the agent, hey, let's meet up at a diner. And I'm like, well, who the fuck are you? Oh, I'm a friend of hers. All right, well, why isn't she here? No, I'm here for her. I'm like, yeah, I'm going over personal information and details and shit, dude. You need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even if I'm going to go to fucking Popeyes, I'm like, yo, Ray, meet me in the Popeyes.
Okay.
All right, I get to the Popeyes. Some other dude shows up. Hey, I'm Ray's friend.
Who the fuck are you?
Okay, I know Ray pretty good. I've been working with him for a very long time. So, why are you here? Oh, Ray just wanted me to speak to you on his behalf. All right, I get up, I get my fucking code, I get my car, I sit in my car and I call you like, what the fuck's going on? What the fuck you mean you need somebody to speak? What the fuck is going on?
Yo, man.
It never should have got to that. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yes, it is ridiculous.
That is fucking ridiculous that happened.
And what's even worse, the guy gets stabbed in the throat and he walks out and everybody's like, oh my god.
Oh my god, this is LA. We never see stuff like that. Should someone call the police? No, he may come back. It's like, what the fuck? What? This is like an LA bizarro world. This is not Los Angeles.
No.
But they make it seem like Los Angeles is such a peaceful place that this sort of thing would never happen. Hence, people are shocked. So you go through your whole I am woman, hear me roar shit. And guys, I cannot stress how impotent all the men are. None of the men can fight back in any way, shape, or form. It's like, I'm about to do something that's going to end your life. Well, I'm going to get an extra burst of strength because my life is at stake. None of the guys can do shit.
Look, if this would have been happening in any other state, this guy would have been gunned down on the fucking spot.
Even in LA. You think just because LA is strict in their gun laws, there's not people walking around with guns?
He stabbed the guy in the back.
And remember, this is supposed to be a racist white dude. Why isn't he walking up to some black guys and calling them a bunch of ghosts? The fuck you smokes looking at? What the fuck you smokes looking at? You're gonna sell some crack, impregnate my good white women. They wouldn't have been able to get away with that because there'd be no plausible excuse for them not to have guns, and that would have made black people look bad.
Yeah.
Remember, the very beautiful, the very polite, light-skinned black woman at the gas station was shocked.
Yeah, she was
shocked that some dude got hit by a car. Things like that don't happen in her community.
Okay, I guess
in
not.
the beautiful, beautiful city of Los Angeles. Yeah, this movie is a fucking. It's a very sad because they took a basic trope that had no reason to fail. This trope has been used so many times. It
gets so fucking ridiculous,
and they
man.
just cause it to fail because it's a fucking wonderland that they live in. Every single man that shows up just gets basically, like euphemorically face fucked.
Yeah.
By this southern hillbilly. It's ridiculous. And the stuff he's doing makes no sense. He's supposed to be unhinged, but the stuff he's doing is not what an unhinged man would do. I mean, in Falling Down, Michael Douglas's character wasn't unhinged. He knew exactly what the fuck he was doing.
He just wanted to get to his daughter, that's it.
And he knew what was going to happen at the end of the day. He knew he wasn't going to live through that. He was just a man who was tired of this shit and wanted to make a statement. I'm not going to go in your place and shoot it up. I'm going to go in your place and explain to you what I want and why I'm upset about this and why you need to change. I want some breakfast. We don't serve breakfast. Haven't you ever heard customers are always right? Why I gotta come in this place and be subservient to you? I want breakfast. You should fucking serve me breakfast. You know what? Fuck it. I'll get lunch. Give me a burger. Yeah. They give her a burger. Oh, fuck it. Look at this. Look at this shit. You see that on that picture? Look down on that picture and look at this.
This shit don't look like it.
Why can't I get what's on that picture?
This shit looks delicious.
That looks delicious. Why you give me this shit? I can't get what's on that picture. That's what I'm talking about. Nobody gives a fuck anymore. Nobody tries.
It gets so ridiculous that this guy breaks into her house and fucking starts talking shit about with her little baby brother, fucking stabs and kills.
Oh yeah,
her
there's that scene.
And
there's a scene where the cop comes in, and because the guy is holding the kid hostage in a chair,
he lights him on fire.
When the cop comes in with his gun, it's like, well, I've got my gun pointed at him, but I can't do anything because the kid is taped to a chair and he's in front of him. I don't want to shoot the kid. Like, hey, you got like tasers, right? You got a nightstick. Why don't you just run over there and beat the shit out this guy? I don't understand what the fuck. And then when the guy runs out, I guess in the time it took you to put the fire out when the kid was set on fire, his fat ass ran so far. By the way, it's Russell Crowe in a fat suit. I forgot to mention, Southerners are fat.
Oh yeah.
So this obese Southerner is just wrecking half the people in LA. This is ridiculous.
I thought these guys came in a pair of backup. Where was this guy's backup?
There is that too. There's someone in my house killing my little brother. Yeah, we'll send a cop.
And he gets back on the trail and chases this woman down the street.
This movie is a conclave of fucking bullshit. And the thing that upsets me the most is all the stereo. I'm getting black pilled as fuck. I'm gonna black pill everybody. It's all the white man bad narrative, and there's nothing wrong with doing a movie that's white man bad. If it's like set in colonial Europe or something, I'll be fine with that. Or if it's a movie about some dude in the Klan, I'll be fine with that. But this is just trying too hard, and it's unbelievable. That movie we saw, was it The Farmhouse or The Farm?
Farming.
You had white skinheads, British white skinheads, and I felt more empathy for them than I felt for this guy, and because of that, I enjoyed that movie more than this.
Because it was realistic.
I feel for skinheads. It doesn't mean I want to be a skinhead. It doesn't mean that skinheads are good.
It just means that you can understand. It just means
at the end of the day, you see where they're coming from. People are people. You see where they're coming from, and that's what makes a good movie. That fucking connection. But you've got no fucking connection here, man. It's just Miss fucking I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar, Karen Pistois going around saving the day. I don't know. They took something good and squandered it, which makes you lose extra points.
Let's review this shit.
All right, I'll go first. We're gonna review this. I won't be as angry as I was. I will still be somewhat fair. I mean, it had the sort of things your average moviegoer would want to see.
Yeah.
But it had it in the form that was lazy as shit.
Yeah.
So I am gonna go with a very low matinee, as low as I can get on the matinee, but I'll still give it a matinee. This was lazy, and I genuinely felt like I was being propagandized.
Yeah, I would do the same thing.
Man bad.
It's just
white, Southern, Republican man bad.
The effects were decent when you got to see them on screen. This shit happening, I don't see it. And I don't see the cops letting it happen for this long during the entire fucking day.
Yeah, I mean, fucking California is damn near a fucking police state, yet they can't find this guy.
Yeah,
They can't stop this guy. We just can't stop him.
We can't find him.
Can't find him, can't stop him. What about all these cameras you have everywhere? Well, they're not working.
Yeah.
You know, the cameras weren't working.
They would have had a copter out there with all the mayhem.
They would have.
Fucking...
There is a murderer in this neighborhood.
A cop.
You would have had 5 helicopters canvassing that whole area looking for that vehicle.
Yeah.
There's no way this guy would have been able to get away with that for that long.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous.
All right.
Oh, wait, what's your score?
Oh, low matinee.
So we both give a low matinee?
Yeah, it was...
I hope I don't regret my decision.
No.
Maybe it didn't deserve it. I don't know.
It's one of those movies you watch once and you never want to see again.
Okay. I get that.
It doesn't bring anything new to the table or anything kind of memorable. It's like, oh man, did you see that movie where the freaking guy had road rage and starts murdering a whole bunch of citizens in the street? You know? I'm like, no. What was it called? Unhinged. I'm like, fucking sounds boring.
Yeah, well, no, I would be like,
You know what would have been
why
better?
does he commit road rage? Oh, he's upset because of something some person does. And I'd be like, is this like Falling Down? And I'd run to see it. I'll watch Falling Down right now. You know what? When we're done with this, we're going to watch Falling Down again.
Yeah.
I fucking love that movie.
You know,
that's one of my all-time favorite movies.
This movie could have been called, without him chasing the white woman around, this movie could have been called Carmageddon, and he would just be scaring multiple people in cars.
Yeah, because then he would have a reason for doing what he's doing, and the plot wouldn't hinge on me finding any sort of sympathy for him. It's like Carmageddon. You have sympathy for anybody? I have people I like. I mean, they're doing a job, you know? You don't want to get run over, don't be there. It's Carmageddon, baby.
Fucking run everybody over.
Fucking love that movie. I want to watch that again, too, because it had Crixus, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it did.
Fucking Romans.
Alright guys, don't forget to visit us on our website at g2ta.net and godtalkabout.com, and don't forget to subscribe.
See, now I'm doing it. God damn. Driving in LA,
running people over.
Even though I'm born in Alabama, in LA for some reason.
You think his
didn't lose my southern accent?
Didn't you? You think that his woman left him for a Hollywood actor?
Who the fuck cares? I mean, seriously, you can, as far as I'm concerned, you can take the whole fucking city of Los Angeles and dump that shit in the ocean. I wouldn't give a fuck. Unless we have listeners there. I love you guys.
Yeah.